the top of the Empire State Building, a Z100 exclusive. Celine Dion, live and up close on Z100. WHTZ, Newark, New York City.
Z100, New York.
Hi, it's Kid Kelly, and the woman next to me is a global superstar. In 2 years, sales from around the world have exceeded 50 million. Currently, that makes her the world's biggest-selling recording artist. Please welcome and say hi, Celine Dion.
Hello, everyone.
Celine, we're going to play some of your music, and I got a ton of questions on behalf of our Z100 listeners to ask you. But first, I have a personal question. You sell out all the arenas. You've obviously had #1 songs, millions of CDs, a superstar. How do you do it? How do you maintain this incredible status of yours? What do you attribute to your success?
Destiny and a lot of hard work and timing and having the right people. Talent. Let's put it that way. Talent is not enough. You can have the biggest talent in the world. It doesn't mean a thing. A lot of people can sing and play instruments and be very talented. If you meet the wrong people at the wrong time, forget about it. I have been all my life having, first with my family, the support, and second of all, the perfect record company, the perfect manager who was always making sure that I'm surrounded with the best people. I'm a very, very lucky person.
You're so modest. Last time we hung out, I noticed something about you, and I don't mean to kind of embarrass you. I hope I don't, but your English has improved incredibly since the last time we actually spoke. Now, you've been working on this or what?
I speak English pretty much every day because with the people I work, I do work with a lot of Anglophone people. I mean, that's the way it is. But no, I just speak English every day, whatever TV. I watch a lot of, movies at home, especially in our new home now we have a theater, and when you watch a movie, it's in English because it's so much better,
So you're speaking English at home?
In the house with the family, it's only in French because it's not my whole family who speaks English. My both parents don't speak English. My dad understands it a little bit, but they don't speak English. So in the home, with Renee, with his kids, with my family, it's only French.
Well, that's good to know, because if I ever come to visit you in the family, I'll have to learn French. I'm Kid Kelly at Z100, an exclusive Celine Dion interview. And Celine, before we get to one of my favorite songs that you do, I hear you come from like an incredibly huge family. 14 brothers and sisters. Had to be crazy when you were growing up. You like lived on top of each other, I bet you?
Well, you see, this is the way we used to live. We used to sleep 3-4 people in the same bed and sharing the same bathroom, and keep me some hot water because I need to take my shower after you, and all that stuff, what we used to. But now we're all married, we all have our families, so we don't live together anymore. I wish to have a big home and everybody can live together, but we don't have to share all those works and things. We all have our home and our private lives and our work. So unfortunately, and in a way, it's a good thing also. We all have to have our own lives. But when we get together, parties or Christmas time especially, everybody's together, dancing, singing, making jokes, and making sure that we can hug each other and say we love them.
I feel the love. Got to be a lot of love in the Celine Dion family, especially around the holidays. All right, it's Kid Kelly. I think we should get into some of your music right now. I'm going to play something that's one of my personal favorites, and I hope everybody listening feels the same way. From 1997 and the Falling Into You CD, it won the Best Pop Album of the Year. Here's Because You Loved Me on Z100.
For all those times you stood by me.
Z100, today's best music. It's Kid Kelly, our exclusive guest, Celine Dion, and from 1997 and her Falling Into You CD, which won Best Pop Album of the Year. That's Because You Loved Me. Earlier, Celine, we were talking about all the love you have in the family and how crazy it is around the holidays, being that you got 14 brothers and sisters. Do you get together on every holiday?
I don't have the chance to see my family as much as I want to. I guess it's one of the price I have to pay. I'm not complaining, by the way, but I miss them. But we're very close, so I'm always looking forward for Christmas time because this is when we get all together.
So with 14 brothers and sisters, that's a lot of Dions going on. How many total family do you have?
We're up to, I think, 35 nieces and nephews. Some of them are married. They have children themselves. And when it's Christmas time, only my family, we're 100 and something.
Wow. And are they all musical like you?
They all sing. They all play instruments. They're all very musical and talented.
It's Z100. My name is Kid Kelly. We're hanging out with Celine Dion, another Z100 exclusive. And Celine, who's your greatest influence personally and professionally?
Personally, definitely my mother. She's a saint to me, raising 14 kids without any money. Throwing away, in a way, all her dreams to spend all her life between four walls and raising children with nothing. She has the soul of an artist. She raised all of us, giving us everything we needed, true values, like everything that people know. I mean, love and affection, attention and warmth and everything. She cooks wonderfully. She plays violin. She can sing. She would be an incredible performer on stage as a comedian. She would have loved to be at theater, I'm sure. She told me once. But professionally, I think probably Renee.
Now, that's your husband since 1994, and we'll get into more on how that happened in just a little bit. But meanwhile, why is your husband your professional influence?
Professionally, because he knows how it works in the show business. He hasn't done a lot of mistakes so far. And I love him so much that I think he's the one.
Okay, let's play something then from the year that you and Renee were married. From 1994 and the Color of My Love CD, here's The Power of Love on Z100.
The whispers in the morning.
Z100 from 1994 and the Color of My Love CD, that's The Power of Love. I'm Kid Kelly.
Z100 with more Celine Dion live and up close. Next. Z100 plays today's best music every day. Killer. Labor Day weekend, we play the summer of 98's best music according to you.
Ghetto Superstar, because that was playing when I met my boyfriend.
Call 1-877-666-0100.
This is Tour Bus by Will Smith, because it reminds me of taking my kids to ride Playland.
Tell us which song you think is the best of the summer and why. We'll start playing them back this Friday after the 5 o'clock whistle.
It's party time!
Then, all Labor Day weekend.
Uninvited, because it's from the best movies ever, City of Angels. The Way by Fastball. It was playing the first time I got lucky this summer.
Don't want to miss a thing because it's my wedding song.
The 30 biggest songs of the summer of 98. Labor Day weekend on Z100.
Power to speak to people of all ages. The power to make mere words seem magical. That's the power of...
Celine Dion live in the studio with us. I'm Kid Kelly. And Celine, before we get into more of your music, tell me, what's your favorite Celine Dion song?
That's always so difficult. She asks, what's your favorite brother? Who's your favorite sister? It's so difficult because there's so many. I can say to you, okay, my favorite song is whatever.
Name one. Constantly sold out. You're a multi-platinum artist. Your success has been incredible. You started at a really young age. How were you discovered? What happened?
What happened is I wanted to sing, and I told my mom every day since I'm 5 years old, I want to be a singer. I want to be a singer. So what happened is she wanted me to do it professionally. She didn't want me to sing in clubs and people smoking and drinking and singing everybody's song and not knowing exactly what's going to happen. So she wrote me my first song. Out of nowhere, she came out of her kitchen. She wrote a song to me. One of my brother and I wrote the music. We put it on a little tape cassette at home with a little tape recorder, guitar, sitting on the floor. And we sent that tape to Renee Angelou. And why Renee Angelou? Because the whole family had a favorite singer. Her name was Ginette Renaud, and she's still an amazing singer. She's from the province of Quebec, and we admire her a lot. And we just looked behind the record, and it was written, produced, managed by Renee Angelou. So my mom decided to send it to the manager, Renee, and she sent it to him, and he didn't call back. So we waited a couple of days, and my brother called him, and he said, Mr. Angelou, I know you didn't listen to the cassette we sent you because you would have called right away. So anyway, he listened to the tape and he called, and we set an appointment. And I went with my mom when I was 12 years old. So
obviously you didn't marry Renee right away, being 12. What happened in between?
I did my first record, and been working together almost every day. And then life went on like a normal life, and we were both sharing what we love the most in life, show business. Mm-hmm. We're very passionate people. We have a lot of things in common. And one day, I was becoming a woman, and he was a free man. And I'm a normal person, believe it or not.
Wow. Very steamy, very romantic as well. Thank you for sharing that with us. I'm Kid Kelly.
Live and up close next on Z100. Z100 can do a lot of things, but helping you sing like Celine Dion or teaching you to golf like Tiger Woods just aren't in the cards.
Maybe not.
Round of golf on Celine's private golf course, Les Mirages near Montreal, with a lesson from our personal golf pro. On top of that, we'll throw in a full set of Callaway golf clubs autographed by Celine herself.
You people never cease to amaze me.
A special CD, tickets to see Celine, and a chance to win clubs, a lesson, and a round of golf on Celine's course in Montreal. From Avon and Z100.
It's an exclusive. It's Celine Dion live and up close. I'm Kid Kelly. Celine is our special guest in the studio, and I'm sure by now, Celine, you had to have at least several high points in your career. Tell us some of them.
Oh, there's been a lot of them. I mean, every big event, like I'm just thinking of the Olympics right now, singing for so many billions of people. I mean, it's just, it was amazing. When the Pope came in Montreal the first time, how old I was, I can't remember. It meant a lot to me.
Great. More Celine Dion music right now from 1990. Here's Where Does My Heart Beat Now on Z100. In the studio, and from 1990, that's Where Does My Heart Beat Now. I was in the audience at one of your shows, Celine, last time you were here, and I got to tell you, you're on stage, you have so much emotion when you're on stage, and you also have so much emotion like when you're like recording. Like what's the differences between your emotion level on stage and like when you're recording? How do you kind of like bring so much of you out into your music?
There's a lot of things that involve show business, but the gift of it is definitely to be able to be on stage and have contact. When you are in a recording studio and you sing your songs, you're about to discover a new emotion. But you have to reach down inside of you. You have a big, thick glass in front of your face. An engineer who's so listening to you because he's so busy punching in and out and the level of the volume and everything. You're alone with yourself, and you have to put as much as emotion as possible. So you have to become a character, the character of your song. But it's very difficult to reach down sometimes to find out this character of the song. You have to become an actress. But when you're on stage and you see all those people, they sing with you, they laugh and cry with you. There's so much energy coming out from them that you don't even have to reach down inside of you to feel your music.
So they energize you.
They've given it to you automatically. It is very magic. So for me to be on tour, to travel the world and meet my fans is definitely the gift of the show business, and it's a wonderful reward. And if I may thank all of them for coming and see the show, it's a big gift that they're giving me. I know that a lot of them listen to my music, and I'm very thankful for that. And that's my way to express myself. But for them to join the club and be with me, I just can't wait to not only sing one song after the other, because you can just buy the record and just listen and skip songs and pick their favorite ones. But
have you ever forgotten lyrics on stage?
Oh yeah.
So what do?
You just deal with it the best way you can, and I think it shows them a human side of you. Nobody's perfect, and even if you're on stage and your wardrobe looks spectacular and whatever, looks great, you can still fall on stage, you can forget words. Things can happen. You can have a big bug in the top of your head, and somebody's got to slap you to kill it or whatever. Things like this happen.
Wait, that's happened?
Yeah, things like this happens every night. It's a different story.
All right, so how do you feel before you go on stage?
It's a very scary moment. It's not. I don't think I've picked the right word. I'm not scared, but I'm very anxious to go there. But it's a very emotional thing that happens a couple of minutes before I go on stage. You hear people clapping, or you know they're there. Mm-hmm. They've been there for half an hour or whatever, an hour. You feel the humidity. It gets very humid, the transpiration of everybody. You feel them. And c'est très impressionnant. It impresses you a lot, and you can't wait to get there, but at the same time you don't want them to be disappointed, so you just can't wait to do a first note at least, or say, hey, hi, how are you, stay with me, like, okay, you don't like the song, okay, let's move on, or you just want to please them.
We're hanging out with Celine Dion, who just wants to please you. I'm Kid Kelly. This is a Z100 exclusive. We're live and up close. She's in the studio with us. Celine, let's get back into more of your music right now. Here's If You Asked Me To on Z100. It's Kid Kelly, up close and personal. My special honor to have her next to us, Celine Dion, and that's If You Asked Me To. So we've been hanging out for the last about 40 minutes or so, and before we wrap things up, I got to ask you a couple of things. First of all, I want to get around to that movie rumor about you doing movies. First, you know we qualified a whole bunch of Z100 listeners to play golf on your personal golf course in Montreal. So you have a new love now? Are you golfing?
Yeah, I've discovered this. I have not only one passion in my life, but many, and this is discovered another one. And I can share it with Renee, and he's been a golfer for 25 years, and I didn't beat him yet. But that's my goal, and but it's just an amazing sport, and I can relate it to show business a lot. It's a very self-focused thing. You're in competition with you and not with everybody else, and focus, and it's very powerful. Just this little ball, you just focus, and then backswing, and then it's effortless. But if the timing is right, it goes so far, and you up in the sky, and it's amazing thrill.
I love that, the way you did that. Like, all right, we're hanging out with Celine Dion. I'm Kid Kelly. This is a Z100 exclusive. And Celine, did you realize when you were growing up in Canada, you were surrounded by other great talent like Shania Twain and Alanis Morissette and Sarah McLachlan?
I was so busy hearing all my brothers, I'm talking when I was 5 and 8 and 10 years old, so busy hearing my brothers and sisters playing all the hits in the basement of the house from whatever they used to hear in the radio. It was pretty much very Americanized, and we grew up that way. We're doing that type of music, and but I know for sure that there's a lot of talented people in the province of Quebec. I think we're very, very, and in Canada, a lot of talent. And it's so wonderful that all of us in Canada have the chance to just open the door and just be recognized.
We're hanging out with Celine Dion, a Z100 exclusive. I'm Kid Kelly, and Celine, I'm hearing rumors that you're about to make it to the movies.
I've been having a lot of offers, and it's definitely something that I want to do. No time for the moment, but after this tour, it's gonna last about 2 years. So after that, I'm definitely gonna take a break. I'm going to work on a family that we want to have, and maybe I'll come back with a movie in year 2000, or it'd be nice.
It's a Z100 exclusive. Celine Dion is here in the studio with us. I know you got a really busy schedule, Celine, so we're just about ready to wrap this up. I'm going to play another one of your songs. This is called It's All Coming Back to Me, and it's on Z100.
There were nights.
Z100, and it's all coming back to me now. I'm Kid Kelly. Celine, it's been an excellent, incredible hour. My honor. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. Thank you so much for stopping by Z100. Good luck. Keep selling the CDs, and we love you.
But if I may thank you, first of all, for being with me, but I'd love to thank everyone everywhere for giving me a chance to go see them and perform for them and giving me that thrill. I really appreciate it. So see you soon, and thank you for being with me.
Celine Dion, everybody, and thank you for coming to Z100.